Title: The Reflection Room. Part 1: The Inheritance. I never believed in ghosts until I inherited my grandmother's house. She passed away in the dead of winter, alone in her creaking Victorian manor perched at the edge of the forest in rural Maine. My parents had long since moved away, and I hadn't seen her in years. We were never close. I barely remembered her voice, but when the letter came from the estate lawyer telling me the house was mine, something deep in me stirred. I needed a break from the city anyway, the stress, the noise, the constant anxiety. So I packed a bag and drove up, expecting a few quiet weeks to unwind. I should have known something was wrong the moment I stepped through the door. The house smelled of dust and old flowers. The furniture was covered in white sheets like forgotten corpses. But it was the silence that got me. Thick, pressing silence that felt like it was listening. On the second floor was a locked door. Carved into it were strange symbols, circles and jagged lines that reminded me of old runes. The key was still in the lock, cold to the touch. When I opened it, I found a room filled with mirrors. Dozens of them. Tall antique mirrors lined the walls. Some were cracked, some were spotless. And in the center of the room there was an old armchair, facing a full-length mirror that stood taller than me. There was a note on the chair written in my grandmother's handwriting. "Don't sit here after dark. Don't look into the mirror alone. And for God's sake, don't speak to her." I laughed. I figured it was just some eccentric old habit. A joke. But that night, I had my first dream. Part 2. Her eyes. I was standing in the reflection room. Everything was reversed. The mirrors looked out onto other worlds, some foggy, some lit by red light. In the large mirror at the center, there was a woman, pale, wearing a black dress. Her eyes were wrong. Too wide, too dark, too empty. She was smiling. I woke up sweating. I told myself it was just the house getting to me. Big old houses are always a little creepy, right? But over the next few days, the dreams kept coming, and I started noticing things. Reflections that didn't match reality. Like I'd walk past a mirror and catch a glimpse of something behind me. Someone standing there. But when I turned around, no one was there. Or I'd see myself blink in the mirror, just a half second too late. One night I couldn't sleep, so I went into the reflection room, just to look. The chair was still there, the note too. I sat down just for a moment, and then she was there again, in the mirror, smiling. Only this time her hand pressed up against the glass, and mine moved too, but I didn't move it. Part 3. The rules break. Things started to unravel after that. I'd hear footsteps at night. Mirrors would fog up as if someone had breathed on them. I found fingerprints on the inside of the glass. Then came the voices. Soft at first, like whispers through a crack in the door, but growing louder. More desperate, she started calling my name. One night I made a mistake. I spoke back. I asked her, "Who are you?" The mirror trembled. The lights flickered. And the answer came, not from her mouth, but from inside my head. "I'm what's left of her." I realized then, the room wasn't a collection of mirrors. It was a prison, and my grandmother had been its jailer. But now she was gone, and the thing inside had been waiting. For me. Part 4. No way out. I tried leaving, packed a bag, got in my car, drove for hours. But the roads twisted, looped. I ended up back at the house no matter which direction I drove. The house wouldn't let me go. I boarded up the mirror room, covered every reflective surface in the house. No mirrors, no windows at night. I didn't even trust my own eyes anymore. But then she started appearing outside of the mirrors, in corners, behind doors, in my dreams, in the glass of my phone. Her eyes always watching. She wants me to take her place. She wants me to sit in the chair at midnight, to look into the mirror and say her name. I don't know how much longer I can resist. I'm writing this now because I'm afraid I'm about to give in. If you find this letter, burn the house. And whatever you do, don't look into the mirror.